17th, the first African slaves came to America. Mostly they came to America being slaves in Virginia for the Brits, being indentured servants. But they mostly picked tobacco.
93, Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin. In 1793, Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin.
It's beautiful. It reintroduced It reintroduced slavery 10 times was the impact. This was terrible.
All it was intended for was to make cotton picking easier for the slaves.
Cotton was the main cash crop in the South. Each was like the main cash crop. And therefore, it was the main part of the South's economy, and all the slaves that were field hands mostly picked cotton. On the slave ships, conditions were very bad. Slaves were tightly packed into each little cupboards. Captains provided little hygiene, and suicides were very daily.
Turner was an American slave. He thought God chose him to start an uprising. He took a group of people and killed over 50 whites. After that, he and his accomplices were hung soon after.
The Underground Railroad, run by Harriet Tubman, was a main way for slaves to escape to the cities.
Slaves' lives were very hard. They worked all day with little recreation on Saturday evenings and all day Sunday, even though they went to churches and they spent their time in quilting bees and fishing. Even though most thought they just worked during the day, they still worked at dusk by getting wood, feeding the pigs, and getting more water.
On January 1st, 1863, Abraham Lincoln created the Emancipation Proclamation. During the American Civil War, using his war powers, he therefore created it. It proclaimed the freedom of slaves in the 10 states then in the rebellion, thus applying to 3.1 million of the 4 million slaves in the U.S. at that time. The proclamation immediately freed 50,000 slaves, with nearly all the rest of the 3.1 million freed as Union armies advanced.
Sweet.
Alright, we got one left and then we're all done. The 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution officially outlaws slavery and involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for a crime. It was passed by the Senate on April 8, 1864, by the House on January 31st, 1865, and adopted on December 6, 1865.
They're called SpongeBob. No, I'm already recording. I'm sorry.
The daily life of the slave was really
Shoot! Oh! Now SpongeBob playing in the background.
Although the camera seems closer than it actually is, like, right over here is out of the camera shot, and the camera's actually right over here. It's so